Hello, everyone. So this is Ella running Excellent Exterior. There are 3 hides, and we definitely had a lot of odor, a lot of convergence. This was a search that was hard for a lot of dogs. The pass rate was not great. So just keep that in mind while you're watching it. And we are going to spend quite a bit of time working the red bin over here, which was the hide that a lot of people did not get, unfortunately, or they weren't able to actually source it enough. It is inaccessible. So, of course, that always adds an added challenge when you've got a little girl like Ella. So she's going to head out into the search area. She was very ready to go. And we're going to go to the left right away. She's already probably working a bigger odor puzzle than I am aware of. She pulls off the hide, which she doesn't normally do, and it was in rubble, so I sent her back, which really I shouldn't have. I should trust her even though it was rubble, but almost all of us did that. We talked about it later. So now is where it gets a little messy for a minute, and that's because I've got my plans and Ella has her plans, and her plans involve her really having to work to figure out this hide because I didn't know it, but it's seriously converging with the third hide. So that's why we have this lovely little dance that sometimes me and Ella, and actually me and Stark do. It can be hard sometimes with the way that they move around to stay out of her way. So she's going to work that hide. She's going to get up high. I want to make sure that she's had a chance to source it. But with that, I'm pretty confident that she got it. So now what tripped up some people was here. Even if they got this hide, they spent a lot of time working this corner, working over here. And I believe even I, in a second, am going to work this cart. So one of the things you want to remember is there could be hides this close together, but it is still excellent. So I don't always, and this is going to be your training, this is you and your training goals. So there's 2 different ways to look at it. One, you can practice working on your master and make sure that you're clearing your spaces. Or 2, you can think about logically where you want to go and be okay with missing a certain part of the search. There's a catch-22 to both. I really like my dogs working independently. I really like the confidence that it builds up in them when they can leave the search as much as possible. So I may not work hard to get my dog into the corner, for example, if they're just still working. So I'm going to try to clear the area and then potentially go back to places that I've missed. And then when I come back and I go back to doing my homework and looking at things and deciding what I want to work on, I may decide that I want to work corners. I may decide that I want to work something similar like this with 2 hides close together. But in the moment of the search, it's a test of her and I's ability together. And so again, I like to do as much independence as I can. I think it helps you out in the long run. So she's going to go ahead and head out. And again, I kind of let her work it, but I didn't spend a lot of time there. I was totally comfortable with her getting out of that picture. So this is her working the converging. There's probably quite a bit of odor over here. That's where the sun's coming down. She's working again, and we spend a bit of time over here. And I wasn't sure, maybe we have a hide in this area. I got a little trapped here. We got untangled. And then I sent her back because we did have change of behavior on the cart. And then I did a little, but we still hadn't went back to that corner. So that would have been a good time to focus on the corner that we did have some change of behavior at. This is still the convergence though. Just working both of them. And then she's going to come in and hit this hide. And that's it. And you can see a little bit of confusion on my face because this felt very in the moment, very overwhelming, which I think is again why it tripped up quite a few handlers. Let's see if we have a spot where we're kind of zoomed. There we go. It's probably the best spot right there. So the hide is up high. It's about right here. So we had dogs that came down that hit it kind of in the middle. We had some that hit it here. We had some that hit it here. The judge's yes zone was definitely up and towards the front. So you've got this. It's coming down. We're hitting here. This one's coming out here as well. You've also got some convergence with this one and the rubble hide, right? There was a lot for the dogs to work through. And so this is a good example also of how 3 hides isn't just 3 hides. You can't move up from advanced and then just be ready to work it because there's 3. It's still going to be a challenge for them to work through these puzzles if they haven't seen a lot of them. All right, well, that was Ella's excellent exterior. I hope you guys got some learning moments, and we will see you next time. Have a great day.